Hello out there, all you wonderful people. This is Andre, the Game Idea Guy. Thank you once again for lending me your time and your ear, listening in to another 3DS Game Ideas discussion. And this time I'm going to be talking about Shining in the Darkness, which was a really old Sega RPG. One of the first that was on the Sega Genesis, if I remember correctly. And it was played from a first-person perspective. You are traveling through a dungeon. I believe you're trying to save a princess. Like, it's the old tropes and story stuff. Throughout the adventure, you're meeting different people, different people in said dungeon, and rescuing them. And then some of them will help you. Like, they'll partner up with you, and you can take them back and forth with you into that dungeon and fight monsters and things like that. You kind of level up kind of rapidly from what I remember. Especially the further you get into the dungeon, where you get the monsters that give you more EXP and stuff like that. Then there's a blacksmith, there's a armor maker. Like, there's a lot of stuff in this game where you can, when you're going back and forth, you can get armor, upgrades and things like that, weapons for your character or characters, depending on if you got others in your party or not. But for the most part, the game really has a lot of depth to it. And like, even for something back then, like, and it's one of those things where I think if it was put out on the 3DS now, if they went ahead and revamped it, and instead of everything being in this tiny little box on your screen and all of the information and stuff being at the top and bottom, if they went ahead and did the game in like full 3D models or something like that, or even just updated the spriting, like, either way it wouldn't make much of a difference. It's just as long as it was like an updated version of this game that took advantage of the hardware. Whereas the top screen could be your view of the dungeon and traveling through it, and the bottom screen would be all of your HUD information, obviously, and you could use the touchscreen to pick different options and things like that, whether or not you're attacking, defending, whether you're running, whether you're searching a chest and stuff like that, all as well as putting these things on buttons. You don't want to like relegate everything to just being on the touchscreen. You want multiple different options and style of play, and the 3DS allows that. And you'd give a bunch of different people options on stuff that they could do to improve play for themselves. So it'd be cool. Add in some better effects and things like that. Maybe add more to the dungeon, just because, like, you know, it's an update of a game. It doesn't necessarily have to just do everything that it did before, and that be that. It could be upgraded. It could be made better than what it was before, and there could be more to it. So, at least that's my thought, and that's what I would love to see, and I'd be interested in that. I haven't really played. Sorry, trying to get rid of this cough. I haven't really played all the way through it, but I've been like going back to it from time to time just because it's kind of interesting to me, and I have it as part of the Sega Genesis collection on Steam. But it was just one of those things where I looked at the concept of it and was like, if they put some time into this and kind of revamp this could actually be a really hard hitting RPG now, and it could be really really interesting to add in some skill systems and stuff like that. Maybe make your main character somebody with a purpose, or if they don't want to do that, at least let you customize the character to your liking. Even if you're not going to be looking at him for the majority of the game, there's moments when you're in town where they can show your character's physical body, or when you're talking to a smith or a shop, or even when you're in the pub/inn. There's a lot of options for that. But I don't want to ramble on too much. I mean, it's one of those things where I think if they just took the time to do it, it'd be pretty cool, and it'd be a nice little thing to throw out there. I mean, it's probably just because I have my own personal interest in it, because I've played the game recently, and I'm like, well, this would be cool for an update. But that's it. Thank you guys very much for listening. Keep your eyes and ears out for more stuff from me, and until the next time, enjoy your games. Peace out.